The art of tracking wild animals is still very much alive in Papua New Guinea, a practice that has been handed down from generations to generations. But as the country's population continues to grow, a number of wild species, including wallabies, are now under threat of extinction, especially when they hunted down with unsustainable practices, like using wildfires to chase them out of the forest.
We got fire over there, I got fire in the front, fire in the back, and I feel pretty much trapped by the fire and the smoke, and I think the wallaby feels pretty much trapped in this situation like that. So why don't we go back up on the hill?
Local communities rely on bushmeat as a source of protein, as Papua New Guinea lacks domesticated animals found somewhere else around the world. But burning down entire hills of vegetation seems quite an extreme practice and also dangerous in some cases, as fire spreads incredibly quick at this time of the year, when prolonged dry spells turn water into a rare commodity.
The family behind me seems to have found some footprints of wallabies, and they're experts in doing that. They have learned this over centuries and they pass it on from one generation to another. The documentary that we're about to see now, it's in Africa, and it tells about a community that is also experts in finding animal prints. But the difference is they have been used over there for conservation reasons instead of just eating the animals.
This week on Documania, two documentaries on our relationship with wild animals, from Africa to Australia. How we learned to track them in nature, but also how alien species are changing the delicate balance of nature when introduced in a foreign land. Only on MTV, your number one to watch. Yes, think before you act sounds like a good advice for all of us. Also, because it marks the end of the first season of Documania, a series of documentaries that took us around the world for 13 consecutive weeks. We looked at our species, humans, and how we're able to interact with wild animals below and above the water, and how our civilization has managed to build the tallest constructions of mankind, but also how we fail miserably to respect diversity during the course of our history, even though some other time we have actually stretched a hand to help each other at a time of trouble. Documania became a way to address some of the challenges of our time, in the hope that by bringing new ideas we can all move forward for a better future as part of the global community. Documentaries are also windows into other people's lives, cultures, and way to see the world, because everything is always subjective after all, and it is only by showing interest in other people's perspective that we can improve as citizens of the world. Season 2 of Documania is just around the corner, so stay tuned with us at MTV because we will be back shortly after that.